Now, the economic freedom fighters are calling for a visible law enforcement against companies who continue to deduct worker contributions for pensions, provident fund and health benefits, but fail to pay these funds over to the private security sector provident fund. And this follows findings by the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, which revealed last year that more than 3,000 private security companies and municipalities risk the future of around 300,000 security guards by not paying their contributions. Now, EFF spokesperson Sinawo Thambo joins us on the line now for further details. Sinawo, thanks so much for your time. So you argue that this is a crisis for workers and that it has now widened in relation to news coming out about the Government Pensions Administrations Agency. Kindly explain.
Look, it's something that we raised quite sharply last year in 2024 following the FSCA's report, as you've alluded to. And we tried various mechanisms to ensure that we protect workers' interests and get their pensions paid back to them. And we gave the Minister of Finance numerous options. For example, with the private security companies that are contracted by the state, we said he could conduct an audit of all private security companies which are contracted by either SOEs or municipalities or government institutions. And those that are not compliant according to the FSCA would have a 3-month period to pay their contributions towards the pension funds as required by the Section 13A of the Pension Funds Act. He ignored us when we did that. In the 24th of November as well, we presented to the National Assembly in Parliament a motion to establish an ad hoc committee that's going to investigate all of these non-statutory payments not being made to the pension funds of the workers in municipalities and private security guards as well. It was the ANC, the DA and the IFP who shut that down and said they reaffirm their confidence in existing institutions such as the Pension Fund Adjudicator and the FSCA. Yet we are not seeing any of these solutions being brought to the fore, and now we're seeing the GEPF is also being plagued by 1.2 billion rands worth of corruption as well. So it shows you that the existing mechanisms are not working and workers are being put on the brink of financial ruin. And I think the most pressing thing that exposes this challenge is when the two-pot system was introduced and thousands of workers across the country figured out that their pensions are actually empty. So we're trying to put more pressure to ensure that we protect workers.
Isn't it a crime to deduct monies from people's salaries and then not pay it over to wherever it's supposed to go?
Yes, it's a crime because constitutionally and in terms of the labor law, Section 13A of the Pension Funds Act says that all statutory payments must be made towards the pensions of workers. So it's not only a violation of labor law, but it's also fraudulent because you've deducted money from people's salaries for a specific purpose,